Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day up here. Today I am at the Sandy swimming hole in Washougal, Washington. Look at all these rocks. This is my first time collecting in Washington, but it's a beautiful day. This is a state park up here. Of course, it's dry up here, so I have brought a sprayer so I can spray down some of the dry rocks to see what they look like wet. And sometimes agates will have a little bit of a frosted appearance, so that'll help me see them easier. I've got a hand tool to turn over some of the wet rocks in the river, and I'm prepared to go in and get my feet wet, or get into the water a little bit so that I can look in the shallows for some agates as well, because I have not been able to do that. I just got these boots in yesterday. So I am going to be checking how waterproof they are, and hopefully they're really good, because I would love to search down in that for some nice agate material. So I will be doing that, and I will let you know what I find. Okay, so I mentioned I brought this sprayer with me, and you can hear this little babbling area of the creek here. I'm off the main area of the river on the other side of this island here. So I mentioned I brought this sprayer, and the reason I brought this is I've seen a lot of people mention on suggested items for rockhounding to bring a spray bottle. Well, I know from experience that spraying a spray bottle repeatedly, I've experienced it, we've all experienced it while cleaning, you can get hand cramps from doing that repeatedly. So I brought this because when you spray down the rocks, it brings out the color. You know, there it is before I spray it, and then after I spray it. And it also shows you what the rocks will look like if they're polished. And that's one of the tricks while rockhounding. I mean, there's a piece of petrified wood. It looked like absolutely nothing just sitting there. And it just popped out at me. Here's a piece of rock with agate running through it. There's pudding stones. There's other striped rocks that, you know, might not look like much, but once you put the water on it, they really stand out. It's also safe for the environment, and they also dry off real fast. You can see that one's already drying off. Some of these are already drying off. So, you know, I just put plain tap water in this. No chemicals or anything else. So I figured I'd share that tip with you. Just a garden sprayer. That's one of my tips. Okay, here I am, checking in after my trip into the river, and the area is in around it, poking around. And these boots are awesome. I paid a little bit more and got steel toe. They're nice and sturdy, waterproof, good seal. Okay, here's what I got. I got some nice pudding stones, various sizes. These ones here, I'm not 100% sure what they are. This one here shows up really nicely when it's wet. It is a combination of red and orange or yellowish jasper. These are my 3 pieces of petrified wood for the day. That one's got a nice bend in it, a nice grain. This one I actually found while doing that tip video on the sprayer, and believe it or not, I did not plant that. I found it and was just as surprised as everyone else probably was when I just started spraying the sprayer and I found it just laying on the surface. This is my nicest piece of zeolite yet. Let's see if I can get it to zoom to focus on that. Come on. There we go. You can see it's nice and fibrous. And it is mostly zeolite and hardly any matrix. I will do a video on zeolites later. Trying to get it to focus again. These are mostly matrix with some zeolite crystals in them. Someone lost a 100% tumble polished stone. So I found one perfectly tumbled stone walking back up from the river. These are some pieces of nice quality jade. Now they're I got tangled there a little bit. They are green jasper, and some people do refer to it, you can see because of the deep green color, some people do refer to it as Oregon jade. These are some pieces of seam agate that I found in the host rock. Some are thicker than others. These rocks, I'm not 100% sure what they are, but they look cool, so I took them out. These ones here have little orbs or inclusions of other stones. So I brought those out. I'll find out whether they are zeolite pockets or agate pockets when I get home. It's probably a basalt matrix. They sometimes have bubbles that fill in with other crystals. These are my small pieces of chalcedony and agate that I found. There's a complete nodule right there that's right there. It's carnelian, it has a white tip, and it has banding going through it. These are my nicest agate finds for the day. This one's kind of included, green-ish. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Translucent. Complete. I was thinking about slicing it open, but it's my biggest and best that I've ever found as of yet, so I will probably not be slicing that one open until I find a bigger and better one for my collection. Instead, I will slice open this little guy when I get home. That's my second biggest complete nodule of agate from the river. And I found this nice, wait for it, I'm going to flip it, banded piece. Nice banding. Really nice and translucent, if I can get the camera to focus on it. Come on. There we go. And I found this nice little carnelian nodule here. Probably some rust coloration in it too. And this piece of basalt with an agate pocket in it. I also picked up 2 deposit cans. They're worth 20 cents. And I did some picking up of some miscellaneous litter and trash. Someone melted an aluminum can, it looks like. Rusty nail, circuit boards, glass, miscellaneous stuff. So that's this trip. And next I am heading up the road a bit, and I am going to be checking out a site that I have heard that you can find amethyst in a national forest nearby. So, or a state forest. Now, one of the rules in the state forest is you can only surface collect. So there's no digging, you can just hunt the surface. So it's also supposed to be raining this weekend on Sunday, so I may come back here when it's wet and you can see everything without having to spray water on it. So until the next trip, hope you enjoyed it.